God says, this is not an ordinary message, this is a divine unfolding. This is not just another message. This is a divine moment, carefully ordained in the courts of heaven, unfolding precisely at the hour when your name was whispered in a room where billionaires sat with trembling hands. As your name was spoken, Archangel Michael descended swiftly, not with a sword for war, but with a sword of revelation. He has been standing guard over your soul, every day, every hour, protecting you from forces you never saw but deeply felt. But now, something has shifted. This is not just another day. This is the night when destinies are being written in golden ink, and yours is among them. Archangel Michael speaks. This is your last chance. I am not speaking casually. I am weeping, because I know what was planned against you. I know what has been hidden from you. And I know the exact moment it will all collapse, unless you open this now. A billionaire family, and a sealed envelope with your name. Tonight, at 10 p.m., a billionaire family, tied to ancient legacies, powerful alliances, and holy secrets, is meeting. Your name is on the table. In their private vault, a sealed envelope was discovered, containing a photograph of you, and a message that simply read, "The Chosen One." They've been watching. They know more than you realize. And while you don't know them yet, heaven is about to orchestrate a divine invitation. You are being summoned, not by man, but by God. There is a woman. Someone you trusted. God is now exposing her. She smiled in your face, while placing poison in your future. She made alliances in darkness while pretending to be your friend. She sat with those who twisted your words, who planted seeds of confusion in your relationships. But now, the light is too bright. She cannot hide anymore. God says, I kept this truth hidden until you were ready. And now, my child, you are ready. This is not gossip. This is not drama. This is divine unveiling. This is sacred exposure. She was warned, again and again. But her jealousy stirred storms around your life. Now, she has lost control of what she set in motion. Heaven has watched you carry what was never yours. You've carried burdens that didn't belong to you. You bore guilt, shame, and pain that originated from the betrayals of others, not from your soul. You've stayed silent when you were slandered. You've held back when you had every right to defend yourself. But heaven has not been silent. Now, it begins. This is not the end of your story. This is the awakening of your divine identity. The hidden ones are being revealed. The chosen ones are being lifted. And you, child of light, are being placed in rooms you didn't even know existed, because heaven has already gone before you. Waiting for divine confirmation, and today when the clock hit 8:08 p.m., they saw the number flash again, and again one of them gasped and said, "It's time." They have something to give you. It is not just money. It is inheritance, legacy, land access, a hidden truth about your bloodline. And none of this would be happening if the woman who betrayed you hadn't overplayed her game. She thought you would never rise. Michael says she said you're weak. She told others you're easy to manipulate. She bragged that you would never discover the truth, but I heard it. I heard her every word, and I wrote it down. It's in the heavenly book, and tonight the book opens. You may have felt tired lately. That's because your spirit was sensing the war in the unseen, but even when you were weary, even when you doubted your worth, God did not doubt you. That's why He allowed the angels to whisper your name in that secret meeting. The billionaire family's leader said, "Bring them here. But don't scare them. Make sure they know we're not their enemy." And so the angel in charge of timing orchestrated this message. Right now someone in that family is reviewing documents connected to your ancestral roots. One paper had a signature that shocked them. It matched yours. A seal was broken. A promise is being unlocked. And the only thing delaying your invitation is your hesitation to believe. God says if you're reading this now, it means the angels succeeded. They pushed this message into your hands, even when the enemy tried to block it. There were spiritual delays, code scrambled, devices acting strange, but still it got to you. That means your spirit is aligned, that means you are awake enough to receive what is being poured out. Archangel Michael is pacing. He's begging you not to ignore the signs. He saw what happened when people ignored heavenly messages in the past. Lives fell apart. Inheritances were lost, but not you. Not this time. The woman who tried to sabotage you will receive her own exposure. She has been warned in dreams. One dream showed her drowning in a sea of her own lies. Another showed her crying in a courtroom of angels. Still she didn't stop, but now, because you are being called to higher ground, God is removing her influence entirely. There is something sacred waiting at 10 p.m., not just a meeting but a moment. The billionaire family is not just rich in money, they're rich in spiritual secrets. They've kept a vault of letters written by prophets. One letter had your description down to the scar on your hand. How could they know? Because it was predicted. A spiritual ancestor of yours saw this moment coming 77 years ago. Michael says, I was there when the letter was written. I protected it, I watched the ink dry. And tonight that letter will be read aloud in your name. But only if you believe, only if you don't scroll past this moment. God says this isn't fiction. This is prophecy. You've had dreams lately, haven't you? Of strange places, old staircases, keys, birds, and names you didn't recognize. That wasn't your imagination. That was your spiritual sight activating. I was preparing you for tonight. The woman, she's afraid now. She felt the shift. Someone warned her. They know it's all coming out. And she's trying to run, but Michael is already there. She can't hide anymore. There are 3 people currently praying over your name. One of them is a prophet. Another is a spiritual elder. The third is your relative from the other side, someone who passed but who never left your side. They've been whispering, don't miss this. Please don't miss this. This is a test of obedience. A test of awareness. A test of how much you are willing to believe what heaven has always said about you, that you are chosen, worthy, and never forgotten. A car has already been assigned to you. Not a literal one yet, but a symbolic one in the spiritual realm. That car will take you to a level of destiny you were almost tricked out of. But now the road is clear. Michael is holding the invitation. It's gold. It has your name. There is a timestamp on it, 10 p.m. final call. Will you answer? God says if you do, the truth will unfold like dominoes. One by one, everything that was hidden will collapse into clarity. You will find out why they lied. You will see who protected you in secret. And you will witness the downfall of the woman who almost got away with it. She spoke to someone about you last Friday. She said, I don't think they'll ever find out that someone recorded the conversation. That audio is about to resurface in front of the very people she tried to turn against you. Your name is being cleared. And your path is being made straight, but you must stay awake. You must remain aware, and above all you must say yes in your spirit. Michael says I fought battles for you you'll never know about, but tonight I just want one thing. Your attention. Say yes. Speak yes, whisper yes. And the doors will swing open. Heaven has already scheduled a blessing. At 10:10 p.m., 1 minute after the meeting starts. That blessing has your initials on it. It cannot be transferred. It is yours. You are not here by accident. You were guided, chosen, protected. The woman who caused you the most pain will soon be exposed, not by gossip, but by divine revelation. It will shock even her allies. And they will walk away from her knowing she was the one blocking you all along. God says this is your vindication moment. This is the chapter where your enemies realize you were always protected by something higher, something holier, something unstoppable. Tonight is not just another night. It's the shift, the sacred unveiling. Michael is waiting. God is watching. The invitation is ready. Archangel Michael says, this is your final warning, your last chance, and this time you must not delay. The clock is ticking towards something extraordinary, something rare, something hidden from the world but chosen for you tonight at 10 p.m. A meeting unlike any other is set to take place. It is not an ordinary invitation. It is not from a place of ego or spectacle. It is from a place of legacy divine. Inheritance and power, a billionaire family cloaked in silence, has requested your presence. They have chosen you. Out of the millions of souls across the world, you have been identified, highlighted, and spiritually summoned, not because of your wealth, not because of your status, but because of your light, a light that even you have forgotten you carry. This meeting wasn't supposed to happen. It wasn't even meant to be public. It was classified in spiritual realms. But divine intervention has broken through the veil to inform you now. Because if you miss it, the consequences will echo. You were meant to sit at a table tonight that no one else can see. They will offer you something that will change everything. They have something written in your name. A scroll, a document, a revelation that has waited for this moment. And Archangel Michael is standing with his flaming sword, not to threaten but to guard. You are safe. You are not walking into danger. You are walking into destiny. God is speaking louder than ever before. Because heaven cannot allow you to skip this moment. You've been distracted. You've been discouraged. You've had moments where you wanted to give up, where you questioned your value, your place, your purpose. But even in your silence, heaven was watching. Even when your faith wavered, the angels were holding the line for you. And now this is the appointed time. The offer you never thought you'd receive, the opportunity that was once blocked is now being unveiled. But there's a catch. It's a test of obedience. Will you listen this time? You don't need to prepare anything. They don't want your achievements. They're not impressed by external success. They are looking for something that money cannot buy, divine favor, and that favor rests upon you. It is not earned, it is chosen. You carry something spiritual that breaks bloodlines, awakens futures, and restores generational wealth. You carry a frequency of truth that cannot be duplicated. The billionaire family has discerned this. They are not approaching you as a charity. They are seeking alignment. Because something you have, the way you speak, the compassion you carry, the spiritual inheritance you've protected, is the missing link to their legacy. And they're willing to give you access to something sacred. Tonight when the clock strikes 10, heaven will open a gate that only you can walk through. No one else can take your place. If you ignore this, the gate will close and another opportunity may not come in this form again. This is not fear. This is urgency. Archangel Michael says, this isn't a coincidence. You were given this message because something divine has been set in motion. God is making the crooked path straight for your feet. He is pushing every obstacle out of your way, but he needs your yes. Not later, not after doubt, not after seconding, now. You may be wondering why now, why you? Because there were years where you felt invisible. You cried and no one noticed. You gave and got nothing in return. You were loyal and betrayed. You were strong for others while collapsing silently inside. But God saw it all. Every night you went to bed wondering if anything would ever change. Every day you wore a smile to hide your pain, and now heaven has issued the verdict. The delay is over. This is not karma. This is not luck. This is divine recompense. This is reward for what was done in secret. You're not crazy for dreaming. You're not delusional for believing. There's more for your life. That vision you saw of influence, abundance, impact was not a fantasy. It was a prophecy, and this secret meeting is where the prophecy starts taking form. You may have thought your miracle would come in a religious robe, but it's coming in a boardroom. You may have thought angels would come with golden trumpets, but tonight they're sending men and women with contracts and opportunities and sacred information. You will recognize them not by their words but by the peace that enters your spirit when they speak. God is orchestrating this so delicately. That's why the enemy has attacked you so violently this week. He wanted to exhaust you right before the blessing hit. He wanted to confuse you, isolate you, blind you to the signs, but heaven overruled. This message is your final push to remind you that your destiny has not been cancelled. It's been protected. You were hidden on purpose. The detours were divinely directed. You are not behind. You are right on time, and tonight at 10 time and eternity collide. Archangel Michael says, the forces trying to stop you have already failed. He has fought battles in the unseen on Your behalf there were dark spirits assigned to cloud your discernment. But Michael has cut them down. There were plots to delay your steps to entangle your heart in relationships that were distractions. But heaven rerouted. You may not understand everything yet. But the evidence will unfold like a scroll. One conversation tonight will unlock what decades could not. One handshake, one glance, one sentence. And you'll feel it in your soul, that sense of this is it. That divine shiver, that inner knowing. This is your moment to step fully into alignment. Forget who didn't believe in you. Forget what didn't work out. Forget the doors that slammed in your face. They weren't denying you, they were directing you. You were never supposed to fit in. You were never supposed to beg for access. God hid you to preserve you. And now He's bringing you out to present you like Esther before the king. Like Joseph before Pharaoh. Your gifts are about to make room for you in rooms where your name was spoken before you even arrived. But here this obedience unlocks overflow. You cannot doubt what God has confirmed. You cannot question what heaven has approved. You cannot shrink now. This is the final hour. This is your yes moment. This is where you choose faith over fear, and as you do, heaven will rush in. Angels will surround that meeting. The Holy Spirit will give you the exact words. You won't have to perform. Just be yourself. That's what they're seeking. Authenticity is your currency now. You are not just stepping into a new chapter, you are stepping into a new book. The old storyline is finished. The suffering, the sabotage, the silent battles. It's done. Now comes favor that doesn't make sense. Opportunities that were never on your radar. Connections that feel too perfect to be coincidence, but they are not coincidence. They are God incidents. Your life is about to become a living testimony that when God says it's time, no power in hell can stop it. Archangel Michael says the enemy is panicking right now. Every lie that told you you're not enough, not ready, not qualified is being burned away. Every curse sent toward your name is returning to sender. Every delayed demon is being dismantled because your alignment with God has created a spiritual breach in the walls that kept you out. Heaven is shouting your name in boardrooms, in decision-making circles, in spiritual warfare meetings. You are known. You are marked, and you are chosen. Tonight at 11 o'clock you are not going in alone. God is going with you. The Spirit is going before you, and Archangel Michael is standing behind you with the authority of heaven. Nothing can go wrong. You are protected. You are covered. You are guarded, but you must show up. This is not about comfort, it's about calling. You will be nervous. That's normal. You will feel unsure. That's part of the stretching, but beneath it all your soul already knows you've waited for this. Say yes even if your voice shakes. Say yes even if your legs tremble. Say yes even if your past screams that you don't belong. You are not who you used to be. You are who God has called you to become. And that version of you is about to walk into a miracle so massive that every tear will make sense. Every silent night, every broken prayer, every unanswered question, all of it, it's about to click. It's about to overflow. It's about to manifest. Heaven is moving. The meeting is being prepared. The angels are organizing. And time is running out. You have minutes left to decide. Will you walk by fear or by faith? Will you trust what you see or what God says? This is your moment to break every cycle, to rewrite your family's story, to build what no one before you dared to believe possible. You are the generational shift. You are the legacy carrier. You are the door. Archangel Michael says, go forward with courage. Go forward with boldness. Go forward knowing heaven is behind you. Because tonight isn't just a meeting, it's a movement. And you, beloved soul, are the spark. If you believe in God, type I believe.